cooking since, like I said earlier, since I can reach the countertop in my grandmother's kitchen, and I have always had that passion to cook. So every holiday has been at my house. I entertain weekly. When my kids were growing up, we always had the cheerleading team, the soccer team at our house after practice. I was the mom that was cooking all the time. And my career took me in a business route, so I owned a software training company for 20 years. And the past year, I found myself as a young empty nester. And I decided, you know what, it's time to do something that I want to do. I'm hoping to have my own cooking show someday soon. I published a cookbook, which I'm very excited about, Cindy's Kitchen Cookbook. It's an Italian cookbook, which is my background. I'm Italian. And I was ready to take that next step. So I've just thrown both feet in the fire, and I've been really working on my cooking career. You know, my signature dish would be something with pasta. Maybe, you know, my spaghetti and meatballs or lasagna, something that does have that, maybe chicken Milanese or veal Milanese. Traditional Italian is probably my signature dish. You know, I'm very competitive. I used to be a bodybuilder when I was in my 20s, so I do have that competitive passion. I'm fearful that being under pressure, even though I do well under pressure, if it's an ingredient that I might not be comfortable with, I do work in my comfort zone, even though I do try to experiment many times, but you know, I do watch the Food Network a lot, so I look at some of the ingredients saying, I don't know what I would do with that. So I know under a short amount of time would I freeze. I've never filleted a fish. I've never gotten a whole fish and filleted it. That would probably freak me out. A sea urchin, I have no idea. I've walked into fish stores saying, I don't know what I would do with that. So that would be my greatest fear. I was a single mom for over 15 years, and I cooked for my kids every single night. I never allowed them to go out, and money was tight, so we couldn't afford to go out to dinner a lot. So I cooked and planned all of our meals. So I can easily look in the refrigerator and say, okay, this is what we have. Let's make a meal out of this. You know, I'm very excited about this opportunity.
So even if a gorgeous young lady, you know.
So the dinner was Monday.
No, I can't say anymore.
I think it's a great next step in my career that I'm trying to achieve, and especially as a home chef where I don't have that experience by going to school in culinary school. So I think that's been kind of a hurdle for me, because when I apply for different positions, it's like, well, I don't have that culinary background. I've never worked in a restaurant. It's been in my kitchen, you know, doing it myself. So I think, to me, this is a great opportunity because I get to show off the pizzazz that I have in cooking. I would say, watch out, Cindy's on fire.
So you think you can cook?